better snap out of it. Snap out of it. Oh. Life is next level surreal. Hey, do you remember in July 2021 when the ocean was on fire in multiple different places? This kind of weirded me out. And so I've been in a weirded out position, for lack of a better term, since then, and things continue to get weirder, where it would appear that volcanoes are definitely going to be a big part of Act 3 of the rest of 2021. All right, listen up. This is Asteroid Fight Club. We are going to do the best we can in the situation we are in, wherever we are, and how we're dealt with. We're going to try to keep a sense of humor, hopefully. And Mercury is going retrograde, and a volcano now is in like semi-permanent fountain, cascading lava, creating lots of lava in a residential area island off of Spain. And the sun has been waking up stronger than almost anyone other than me and Scott McIntosh and a couple other people, I would imagine. I guessed. And it's like Pluto and Eris have been Earth's camp counselors, or America's, for the last 18, 19 months. And those 18, 19 months have been the best ever. They've been crazy. But the Pluto Eris being head camp counselor of USA Hogwarts or whatever, rumors are that era will be ending soon. And if we save the world, keep civilization standing, and improve everything, I would like to go on a pub crawl on top of skyscraper bars in New York in the future. Are you listening? Woman of Wonder, we got 5 days left to go in September. Congratulations for making it through. And let me know in the comments if you leveled up in any way, shape, or form. You can say yes or no, or detail. TC alert. WXTCA. Storms on the planet. Now, you got multiple cyclone, hurricane, typhoons swimming around the planet right now. Overall, the weather is weird. And now a live look at the hellscape that is San Francisco. Well, it's not live. I think somebody videotaped it, and then Kara Swisher was like, oh my God, I found evidence that civilization is still standing and working. Although in Europe now, they're having major problems because they don't have a lot of gasoline. And that really messes up your town, city, nation if you don't have gasoline for the cars to get around. And so I thank God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, and all y'all out there being cool, staying cool, keeping the electricity on, keeping people fed, keeping beer cold, keeping it together. There's so many planets retrograde to Earth right now. Our solar system, like time, keeps moving forward. Although it goes forward in interesting motions. And over the next few hours, Mercury will be going to Mercury Station. And then it will go into retrograde. And this on top of the fact that you got George, Eris, Chiron, Neptune, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto retrograde. And then Mercury is going to go retrograde, leaving only Venus and Mars. And if you want to count Jaume and Maka, then sure. Let's just take a minute to look at the formation of our solar system. Like tonight, when I go out, I should be able to see Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus in the same sky at the same time from here. And it's going to look really cool. But right now, some of the planets we cannot see with our bare eyes are out there, or so they say. And that to have all these planets right here right now in a retrograde city party. We are in like uncharted territories. As above, so below. We continue to go forward through time and civilization. And so Mercury's going retrograde, man. Watch this. Mercury purpled up and retrograded. And the sun, who knows what it is going to do next? Rectangular sun, sunset. Nope, it's not an alien planet. It's just San Francisco. On September 21st, Mila Zinkova looked out over the Pacific Ocean from the Bay Area and saw something out of this world. Rectangular sun. But it's an optical illusion. Asterisk. Someone can say life is an optical illusion. Okay. Now I'm creating confusion. Yeah, it's cool looking. That's super cool looking. And I should get outside the apartment today. Maybe treat myself to a frappuccino. All right. Life is short, dangerous, and weird. And getting weirder every day. So enjoy it while I can. So that's like our mission for the next 3 months is to have as much fun as possible while playing defense, making good choices, staying cool, not being mad at other people or getting into bullshit arguments. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Astro Fight Club, you guys are spectacular. And did you know that my 8-year THORnews anniversary is November 23rd? That's coming right up. And if I was to stay freaked out about stuff, as somebody's been doing this for almost 8 years, like the fact that we had the 8.2 earthquake in Alaska on July 28th, and then, we've seen a cascade of volcano advent calendar months this year. And you got to think that the volcano eruptions with all the gas giants on the same side are going to continue to get, continue to increase. I don't think we'll see a super volcano eruption, but who knows? There's so many ways the universe itself could kill us if it really wanted to. But somehow, civilization continues to move forward on this planet, or as far as I know, it has for a while. So it's our job to keep it together, as crazy as it gets. And the end of this year is probably going to be super crazy because this Pluto-Hades dance that we've been under for 2 years is just kind of peaking out and ending. The whole party's breaking up, and we're going to go into new vibes in 2022, 2023, 2024. And then there's the whole Plutonian American 1-year birthday, which is coming up through 2024. So we are all Earthlings processing a lot of shit that is happening now, and we're also having to process the past and history of everyone before us while we're processing everything that's happening now. Because they left over a lot of problems and situations that nobody really solved. And it's our job to solve them together. I feel kind of sort of wildly optimistic today, even though it's doomy, and it does look like we could have a major hurricane landfall around the October 13th window. And, more escalating volcanoes and more supply chain issues. And then we got to make sure all the countries get along, and especially the superpowers. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're now in the gang clock is ticking pretty much if you're in UTC time, where we have entered the 27th. And Mercury's going retrograde with all the planets retrograde. And then on the 9th, you have the 5th and final Pluto square Eris energy shit. And then Saturn goes direct. And then almost 10 days after that, Mercury and Jupiter go direct. And I invite you to go see Venus, the Moon, Jupiter, and Saturn in your Sunday sky tonight. But so it's gonna be quite and you're gonna see giant energetic shifts on the 9th. So much so, I've been talking about that date. Kim Kardashian is hosting Saturday Night Live. So I love SNL. And so we'll see what happens if it's funny. Okay, what was I talking about? Power of the people, man. And we're all people. Okay. Zero trust for 0 days. Wait, what? So please try to be forgiving. And please try to keep a Christmas spirit as much as possible. and stay cool, but be smart. Like I said, we could see supply chain issues, so load up on food and water if you're into that type of thing, or just be prepared for at some point in time shit may get crazy for like a week, 5 days in your area over the next 3 months. I'm pretty sure we're going to get hit by a big major storm around Christmas this year. So we got the October and then Christmas for the weird weather watches, and of course it'll still be strange in between. And it seems like whenever I mention the coronavirus, I get somebody saying, hey man, I don't like you talking about politics. I'm like, hey man, me talking about the coronavirus is not politics, and it's not going away in 2021. So you just got to bear with the fact that while the virus is still here, I will be talking about it, because I'm letting y'all know, hey, pretty much they've been paying for people's coronavirus if you had to go to the hospital. And then they were like, nah, we're not going to do that no more. So if you get it, then you got to go to the hospital. You got to pay for it. And I don't like going to hospitals or doctors. So, but you be you. You do you. Just letting you know. There's a big change. Yeah. But I'm Team Moderna, and Moderna's supposedly a sledgehammer, so I would like to test it again. Go out maybe to a state fair. This explosion from a propane tank happened at the Texas State Fair today. They're probably doing deep fried Snicker bars or waffles or Bluebell ice cream or peach muffins. Who knows? Shockwaves. Shocking. All right, now I'm talking about wonky science-y crap to human resonance. It is resonating, or it was. Right now, it looks like Sam is going out to sea, although the Bermudas will have to keep watching, and technically, we should continue to watch it as long as it's around. But yeah, now with Mercury going retrograde, shit could change at the drop of a hat. So having a YouTube channel talking to you all about everything, especially volcanoes, for 8 years. That, you know, like let's say this happened on the west coast of the United States of America somewhere. It would pretty much, like this is pretty much laid out a roadmap of, if the volcano activity continues to increase, it's probably not going to be some giant Yellowstone supernova explosion. It'll probably be accumulating lava. And lava can create ground literally in like seconds. Square feet of square feet. So, I know we're entering the next 2 years. It's like you have the U.S. military, and we've been drawing a lot of it home. And if the war is, quote unquote, natural disasters over the next 10 years, which I think it will be, because the Earth is changing, the sun's changing, all the planets are changing. It's like we're all evolving. That we have to learn how to adapt with the changes. And so, like, even adapting with these changes, which are adaptable, like that, either that will be the 10, 20 year course, or we'll continue to do whatever weird ass, strange clusterfuck we've been doing for the last 20 years since 9/11. Anyway, I'm optimistic though, but maybe that is a weird psychological reaction to all the doomy and gloomy shit that goes around right now. I mean, the sun has really been, and this right here, which happened in September, is quite a bit of solar activity all at once. It almost even looks like a magnetar or pulsar. Crazy days indeed, my friends. And we still don't know what's going on with Betelgeuse, the star that is in Orion's shoulder. Crazy days indeed. Iceland, volcano active nation, has elected a parliament with female majority in first for Europe. That's cool. Both my grandparents were Norwegian, although I was born in America. So, yay, can I do that? Say yay? Okay. It seems cool. Today is Gold Star Mother's Day and Gold Star Families Day, a day to recognize and honor those who have lost loved ones in the defense of freedom in our nation. We honor them for their courage to remain strong in the face of such sacrifice. But yeah, thank you and shout out to, and just thank you to all those who have done their part to build our nation, protect our nation, and can keep our nation moving forward one step at a time. I mean, we have made a lot of progress in the last 100 years. Absolutely, without a doubt. Don't worry, we haven't been perfect, but I'm impressed that we've been able to keep it together this far, and we still have a chance to work it all out as one Earth family, one team. Yay. Yeah, like that. So that seems like going to be one of the battles that's going to happen over the next decade is we're going to be dealing with Earth changes and the weather with the pole shift and lots of things. And I think it'll be survivable. Absolutely. Earth is pretty durable. And it takes a lot to wipe out a civilization from what we've seen in the last 2,000 years, although that doesn't count the atomic age. And when Mercury's retrograde or going retrograde, sometimes no matter what I say, you might hear it in your brain totally differently than exactly how I said it or meant it. Let's talk about Stephen Eckhart. Safe to say it's been a wet year in Arizona. Yeah. Matthew Capucci. I wonder how he feels about Chris Pratt playing Mario. This is what it looks like when you're about to run out of conventional hurricane names. Yeah, the 13th. That's the big weather. That's the one weather zone we're looking for. But between now and then, and the end of October, just be prepared for some next level wilder shit. As 2021 keeps on getting 2021 here. Shane Kimbrough captured part of the KNP complex fire in Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks in California. Over 28,000 acres are currently burning. Thoughts and prayers for safety for all the crews fighting this fire. KNP complex, Kings Canyon. Yeah, so, some of our biggest trees have been in danger as one of the worst wildfire seasons we've ever seen continues to rage. It's going to take miracles and divine intervention, but I believe we are going to make it, and things will improve eventually. Though it's going to be rough between now and spring of 2020, and a bit crazy. And nobody warned me about the last Ted Lasso season 2 ending. All right, let me simplify it for you if I can. I should have put this at the beginning. This year is being dominated by not only the Pluto Eris shit, which ends on the 5th of October 9th. And when I say ends, asterisk, that energy will still carry out and fade away. But the other thing is the Saturn-Uranus square, or Uranus square Saturn, where we are going into our third one on December 24th. The first one was in February of 2021 when we got hit with the giant cold storm. Boom. And they shut our grid down. I think we wouldn't have lost 400 Texans if they'd have kept the power grid on. Or at least roll it better. But 400 Texans died that day. Or that weekend. And then the other one was in June of June 21, 2021, I believe. And that was when the giant heat wave hit up and killed over 1,000 Canadians. It was so bad. So this was Uranus square Saturn Act 1. This was Act 2. And Act 3 is December 24th. So it's his action film, natural disaster, sci-fi Christmas movie as you can get this year. And I know there are a lot of people out there who love Christmas and have the spirit of Christmas in their hearts. Some of my favorite, coolest, smartest, funniest, teachiest, mentoriest people I've known. I always love Christmas for the right reasons. All right. I mean, just love and forgiveness and Jesus Christ is a cool dude. All right. Ready? Break. And I ask everybody to be less road ragier. It definitely seems like the pandemic has made everybody have a little less patience when on the road. And I always say there's never a good reason to engage in being mad at somebody. If they haven't hit your car, you should never engage, even if they, whatever happened. Because nothing good happens when two people are upset at each other on a highway, continue to be like, oh, you're mad at me, I'm mad at you. That shit never ends well. You can't win any good prizes from it, man. All right, things did not end well for the shed. Don't be the shed. I think it was wrapped, but the fire appears to have gotten both under the structure and under the eaves. This is the windy fire in the Tobias Peak. Did you know they used to edit movies on steam, Bex? Any of that. I'm going to do my best to stay in a good mood no matter what happens for the rest of the year. And I'm going to be super grateful that civilization is still standing and there are a lot of super cool, great people out there on planet Earth. And that we've all been on this planet. I'm 49. We've all been on this planet together, waking up, going to sleep in it the same every day. So I feel a kinship with everybody on Earth because we've gone through the last 49 years of mine together, and it has been weird. Things have changed so much, and things change so much, so fast. Like, we've been going through a very rapid pace forward part of history together. And remember, things changed exponentially once man figured out how to harness electricity. If you look at progress in the industrial age to the technology and digital age, that's only like a 200-year span of, we were building cities at least 50,000 years ago, probably. So we were all somehow born in one of the most interesting times that mankind has known, that we know of. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to do my best to stay cool. And we are in part of the Ghost of Christmas Past season. And if I talk a lot, there's more of a chance I'm going to say something dumb. But here I am. Keep on talking to you. I guess because you're hitting my buttons or something. Not you, Matt. I guess you, Matt. But whatever. 9:05, a cloudy, rainy day across a good portion of Arizona as moisture wraps around the low located south of Yuma. Expect rain chances throughout the day in Phoenix, Arizona weather. I didn't mean Matt's hitting my buttons. I mean that technically everybody out there hits my buttons in Astro Fight Club, so that is why I'm doing videos. All right, yeah, go see the sky tonight. Jupiter, Saturn, Venus. Okay. What I'm trying to say is I love all the X-Men women. And, right now, for Sam, which is like 5 days out, these areas 5 to 7 need to continue to watch. This is North America into, I believe, Greenland. And I imagine if we save the world and things get better, then I'll find romance again someday over the rainbow. Earlier this morning, the windy fire reached Tobias Peak fire cams, which seem to have survived the onslaught unscathed. Watch the 6-hour movie. All right, so the second week hurricane that we are worried about would come probably out of here and go, where it would go after it come out of here, we don't know. I would guess Florida. So that is the situation. We're watching This Is Sam. We'll continue to watch this storm evolves. And, but the planet's acting so crazy, I think, we're on category 5 high alert out of 5 for the next 5 weeks, in my opinion. And with that volcano going off the way it is a giant volcano fountain in Spain. My super spider sense pretty high, maxed out, or whatever. Oh, dang. This video feels totally nonsensical. I hope I got some good information across to you. Yeah, I think it's okay to feel a little crazy right now. Just trying to take it out on anybody else. So yeah, you got Mount Etna. It's just pumping out lava, and you got over there. So yeah, you got a lot of lava activity, and I think because of all the gas giants on the same side, plus or solar activity, you're going to see more lava outpourage. With it maybe peaking in 2023, 2025. But the next 2 years, as far as we figure out we're going to deal with these Earth changes, we'll have some touch and go moments, I would guess. And I'll do my best to help guide us through them, and I hope you will do the same, because we are all in this together. Whoa, it almost looks like a face. Did you see that? No. Yeah, you can tell, like, there are signs and signals everywhere. But as the news said, the earliest civilization would end would be like the year 2354, I think. And so it's just a matter of how we're going to transition from a post-industrial age to the future. Oh, man, I probably talk way too much. And then we'll get direct energy weapon punched again. Or worse. Oh, no. Good grief. And the moon will be right next to Aldebaran. And so Betelgeuse over here, and Betelgeuse has been dimming up and down on its own, which has been wild and unexplained by science. I mean, they've come up with like 20 different of like, maybe it's this, but nobody knows, man. All right, well, this is an update. And thanks, I appreciate you. Yeah, things are weird. And so, this thing is kicking up a storm. And this may not be the most active volcano we see for the rest of the year 2021. What is going to happen on that Christmas 2021 thing? Will it be an earthquake? Will it be a volcano? Will it be a cold storm? Will it be a hot storm? Will it be... Who knows? But most of us will probably still be alive in December. So let's get ready for it and win it with the Christmas spirit. Okay, great. And come together as one Team Earth to treat each other better, take good care of the animals, and clean the oceans, the rivers, and the lakes. Yay. All right. And here's the thing that I thought was really cool. There's a TikTok video going around of a sea lion that jumps on a boat because he's got a bunch of orcas swimming in his area who I think would eat him or could eat him. And so he hops on the boat with the humans and it's like, hey man, I'm gonna hang out here for a while. Is that cool? As far as I know, people on the boat were like, yeah, dude, stay as long as you want, sea lion. He was like, okay, cool. And so it's just cool that there's this sea lion human interaction happening where the sea lion's like, hey, dude, super thanks for letting me use your boat. You can just feel the vibe, and the orcas are like, oh, man. Or maybe I'm getting it wrong and they're all just friends and they're just saying, hey, we like the boat. You're a cool dude. But when you see animals or nature, like, get along with mankind, it's a really, really cool thing. It's beautiful and magical that there are so many creatures and species and things on our planet. Well, I don't know. That's what the digital age. We spent like 20 years, everybody tearing everybody down. Yeah. Crazy. Make America fun again. And I got PTSD from all the post Y2K bug nihilism. So I will probably be just super optimistic unless things change drastically from now until spring. And then in spring, we can reassess things. But I think I see a light at the end of the tunnel. The next 3 months are going to be wild. I want to go to Ren Fair again. Yeah, I've been to Ren Fair in the past. Maybe I won't get to go this year. I think I might go see an air show, though, with the H this year. That'll be cool. Yeah, the models are saying, and a lot of things are pointing to around the 9th to the 15th, there being hurricane danger for the Caribbean islands and the coast of the Gulf and the East USA. And, but that's still about 10 days out. But please be ready for pop-up trouble. It's another face. There's the eye. Is it a bird? It's a bird. This is Papa Tapel. Today, lenticular altocumulus clouds. Creciendo. Okay. I love you like a fat kid loves cake. 50 Cent. Now he's a Houstonian. Yeah, there's that one storm coming into the Pacific Northwest. So it's like volcanoes, typhoons, and hurricanes. Although hurricanes and typhoons are the same thing. It's kind of like the metric system and the other system. I forget what the other system is. I should have put this at the beginning of the video. So yeah, a lot of people are now like, hey man, the second week of October, around the 13th-ish, we could have a giant storm that we got to worry about. And it would be for Florida or the Gulf or the East Coast. And so this would be the 5th of 5, Pluto square Eris. And remember, the 4th one was on the 27th of August, and we had a hurricane, Category 3 hurricane, Ida, hit Louisiana. And so this is that storm that we're looking for. Will it be stronger than that or not as strong? We don't know. But we're definitely going to pay attention. And now the clock is ticking on this one. If it is the 13th, that is still only, that's 18 days away. We're 18 days for this thing to prepare for it. Yeah, that's cool. And so even here, he's showing the thing developing on the 8th. And that is 2 weeks away. And so the fact that you now have people talking about storms the 2 weeks away, that used to be a forbidden rule that like nobody in any quote unquote professional or respected capacity talks about storm hurricane formation more than less than 5 days out. Definitely not a 10-day mark. So I'm just saying, I don't know. We missed Cranky Weather Guy. Hey, Lewis, they got rain today. So yeah, this is Papa Day, pal. I'm single. I had any kids. What are the chances a romantic Christmas miracle or before will come my way? If I'm getting to the point that I'm expounding upon that, then I probably should be wrapping the video up. Or I should have done it like 10 minutes ago. Man, did I say anything dumb during this one? Oh no. Yep. I'm going to go get a Frappuccino and think about X-Men women. And I hope you have a great and wonderful Saturday. And please remember, I'm only trying to say cool, informative, funny stuff that unites us. So if you interpret anything I said any other way, that was not what was intended.